Hello. Hi. Hello. Hopefully the stream won't be too slow. I'm back on my own flat now, so hopefully I'm a little slow, but you know, a little slow. Everything's loading a little slow, but it's fine probably. It's fine. It'll even itself out. You know, as long as everything doesn't freeze. Thank you for following Lovesick Poison. Hello. I've already gone and start on this. Everything is trying to crash right now. My bad. Great start. I did a line and everything wanted to, and it crashed. Oh god, I hope I saved. I think I saved. I'm pretty sure I saved. That's annoying. Maybe don't do that, Clip Studio. Like, gee, thanks. Maybe I should close some tabs. Try and reduce the pain. It's probably not helping. Meanwhile, it will load. Hopefully, that helps a little bit. It's a bit annoying, but you know. It happens. Just wait for it to load again. Wonderful. Amazing. Why is the encoding overloaded? Please stop that. I'm asking for the bare minimum here. Well, it's not as bad as it was before, but you know. Really annoying though. Woo, technical difficulties, I love it here. Club Studio, please, can you fucking load? Oh my god. God, why? What has happened? I don't know why my stream is struggling lately. Why? Why? I mean, at least the stream's fucking moving. For the most part, you know. Club Studio, please. It's not loading! It's just like, no. No. That's illegal. Thank you. Oh my god. Just take like a full minute. I had it like open and ready and everything, and then it's just like, no. Excuse me? The fuck? No. Absolutely not. Under no circumstances is this allowed. Tut tut. Can I get into my file, please? Thank you. Let me in. Let me in! I just want to load my file. I just want to work on my thing, please. Please. I'm asking for the bare minimum here. I don't think I'm asking for much. Why is it overloading again? Stop. Okay, there we go. There we fucking go. It's a little shaky, but you know, it worked. It's fine. We're in. We are in. It's shaky because I don't have any stabilization to crash. Because of course it did. But I didn't lose anything, so that's good. Okay. Jesus. We're in. It was nice enough to save at the right frame too. Which I didn't realize it had. So yeah, I've started on cleaning up the frames. I haven't done all the in-betweens yet. But you know. Woo. Got the bare minimum. I love it here. Oh god, no, and it's doing the thing where it's control-Zing two things at once, because of course it is. I can't tell peace. I want to save one mistake. I want to get rid of one mistake. No. 2 or nothing. 2 or nothing. Of course. You know what? We can't be picky. Let's not thick enough. It's not thick enough. I really wanted to get some Gen 5 Pokemon music as the BGM for the stream. It's just like, I'm feeling Gen 5 right now. Gen 5 music is so good. Do not fucking at me. They're all bops. Even the calm ones are bops. Like, listen to this shit. This is so good. I feel like I've done this hand a bit thick overall, actually. Squish, squish, squish you. Squish you down. If it cares to finish it squishing. The solution of squishing. There we go. I need to fix that. Annoyingly, but you know, hey, whatever. Can't be picky. Can't be super picky anyway. Yeah, I don't know why I decided to do this. The mutual acquaintance, we don't talk that often, but he's my mutual on Instagram. We did a revenge chain last year. And I started it this year, like, hey, hello, I know you're playing. Get over here. So we out here. The character that I'm drawing is Rakunuki's on Instagram. Lance's, he's wonderful. And I care his OCs. So I'm his one of the attacks I did the other day was to start it off between us and I don't finish that. Oh. I don't know why I went all the way back, but whack. Anyway, yeah, and he got revenge on me yesterday, and it was not hand 2D animated, but it was like a GIF sort of thing. So I'm just like, well, you know what? I'm an animation student. Touche. God damn it. Of course, Studio does not like to cooperate on stream ever. Absolutely not under any circumstances. You know. But yeah, so I'm doing this to myself. It's not actually too bad because I'm not trying to be overly professional about it, you know, doing like I'm not doing timing charts, but it's like whatever, it's all gonna be at the same sort of speed. Fuck it. I don't care. I have a timeline, I don't need to plan it that much, it's fine. Yeah, so that's why I'm doing this to myself. That's why I'm doing this shit. I mean, so far I quite like it. Though, the one thing I hate about Clip Studio's animation function is it's just annoying compared to TV Paint, but I do not have access to TV Paint at the moment because it's not the school term, so I don't have a license at the moment, and I really don't want to risk getting a virus. I'm having enough trouble as is. You know? I don't need to download a cracked version and risk that shit. Really don't need that on my plate right now. I've had enough security related issues recently. I don't need to add a virus on my laptop on top of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking flex. That's what I'm doing this year. This year on Offrent, I'm just fucking flexing. That's my goal. I'm just gonna flex. I could have just done like a live 2D thing. You know, that would have been cool too, but... It's acting quiet. I kinda need to keep track of everything. So the way I've done everything isn't the most efficient. Like, I could have been far more efficient about the way I organize things on this, but I'm trying to get this done. Not like rushing it, but I want to get it done, you know? I want to have time to do other shit. So I don't want to spend too long on this. But I do kind of need to think about stuff a bit. Yes, I know that hand doesn't actually make sense in terms of position, but I do not care. Sometimes you just gotta exaggerate positions. Thank you for following Headcliff. I think that's how you say that. My bad if it's not, but hey. We-arting. Or doing a bit more than arting, I guess, considering I'm animating this for some reason. I don't know, I guess I just like torturing myself. I like one-upping myself. And sometimes other people. That's kind of fun sometimes, but you know, mostly myself. My PlayStation 4 just turned off when I was using it to charge my phone. Goddamn, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. Luckily, I find that for some reason with animations, I take less time to do line art. I think because I sort of rush through it a little bit more. So I'm not as concerned with small errors as I am if I'm doing an illustration, you know? It's the sketch part that I find the most difficult about animating, actually. Getting the animation down is really fucking hard. And just lining it is usually fine. Like, I can kind of turn off my brain. Like, I'm not having to use my entire brain at the moment. The most I'm using it for is actually more so just to figure out what the fuck is going on in the sketch, because it's quite messy. No, let's not do the thumbnail. It's weird and doesn't make sense. Face last just because, oh god. Get everything else in first, then worry about the face. I'm animating. I tried to get as much of the annoying stuff out of the way in the sketch, and everything from the line art forward is kind of just I don't need to think about it anymore. I mean, sometimes I need to think about the in-betweens, but not really. In-betweens are very, I don't even know what the word for it is. You don't really think about it, I guess. Not as much, anyway. You're just kind of going in between stuff, you know? It's a lot easier. It's probably the easiest part. I mean, I find coloring animations a pain in the ass. That's usually like the easiest part, but I don't know, for animations, for some reason, it's a pain. It's really annoying. And I know it's worse with like traditional, but even in digital, it's a bit of a pain. Shading is annoying too. I'm probably gonna shade this, and I'm probably gonna regret that decision. But, you know, it's a look nicer when it's shaded. It gives a bit more completion. Let's turn this a bit. I've left the eye details kind of plain, which might have been a bad idea. I might need to turn on the underscope for this actually. Let me see that other eye so that I don't do something really stupid. Can you not make the onion skin disappear, please? Close to you, please. I kind of need that. I don't like how the onion skin kind of reveals the flaws in my line art. That's a bit annoying, but hey, whatever. One of the things Wyatt's had on the, I think it was in the permissions for his character, it was somewhere on the page, was that his sharp eyes were important, so I'm trying to keep it that way as much as physically possible. It's an important trait, it's an important trait. I mean, I like to stay on model, but some things do get lost between changing a style and animating it at the same time without a reference sheet in the correct style. It's honestly not the smartest, but hey, you know, I don't have time to create a whole ass ref sheet just for a single 2-second animation. Not even, I don't think. Is it? Maybe it is actually. It might be a 2-second animation. I don't know. I think this is 12 frames per second, so it should be 2. Roughly, a little more than 2. I don't know why the onion skin. Oh, because of that. Yeah, because I turned it on. That would do it. Okay. Okay. I'm doing like the big boy keyframes. Those are important. I think I'm on the right ones. I better be, I should be. I'm basically sorting out the hair first, because everything else is kind of a pain. The hair, well, not everything else. The hair is a pain. It's painful hair, but at least it's neat. At least it's like clearly segmented, so that at least lessens the difficulty. And it's short hair, so you know, there's that. Short hair is always easier to animate than long hair. Anything that flows is difficult. So I guess I have that to be thankful for. Floss decides to attack me back though. You might have a bit of difficulty because a lot of my characters look on there. Kendo, hello! Yeah, Brad Kendo. Just my throat just suddenly being like, you can't make that sound. Hello. Close, close! Come on. Come on. It kind of keeps overloading. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what's causing that. I'm not a fan of it doing that. It's nowhere near as bad as it was back when I was at my parents' house. Although I'm gonna be going back there in a couple weeks again anyway, which hopefully won't be super scuffed again. I don't want there to be scuff just completely out of my control. It's kind of annoying. I'm hoping I don't have to like stop and start the stream like I have the past couple. I'm hoping I can just keep going and be able to actually have a VOD that I can upload. I've been looking at like the VODs for the past couple of streams and be like, I don't want to edit those together, I don't even want to post those. I found one. Hey Mila, hello. I'm okay. I'm not too bad. I'm tired, but I mean, when is that any different, you know? I've been trying to get my sleep schedule under control. Because I can get it under control at my parents' house because the light comes in through the window. But my bedroom here does not have very good lighting. Not natural lighting anyway. I have a tiny window that faces a building, so I get absolutely no sunlight through that. But I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I need to get a drink. Or not get a drink. I have a drink, but I need to drink it. I'm trying to stream more often. So I've kind of slacked off the past couple of months because my motivation tanked. I've been trying to get so many different things in my life under control. Art fight is usually pretty motivating, so you know, that's good. But sometimes I just want to work on stuff by myself as well. Like I was gonna stream last night and then I didn't, so it was like, you know what, I want to work on this off stream. I don't feel like streaming this right now. And that's fine, you know? Sometimes you're just not in the mood to stream. And I'd rather not force myself to do something I'm not feeling, you know? Or I'd rather not do that. I completely forgot what I said, so I don't know. Yeah. Just realizing I missed a line thing here. Of course I did. The lines are difficult, but at least they follow the logs. It's just remembering to actually draw them in. Yeah. I haven't animated in a while, actually. I think the last time I animated something properly was for uni. I've tried to do little animations here and there, but I've always kind of fallen off before even getting to lining because I was like forcing myself to do the oh my god, I said it earlier, but what's it called? Time charts. I was forcing myself to do those, and those kind of tank my motivation to do it. So for this, I've just been like, no, I'm just going with the bare timeline. It's fine. I'll figure it out later. It's fine. I'll clean up some of the line art later if I notice any mistakes. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do it now so I don't forget. I'll probably go through and fix some stuff towards the end. Yeah. So I'm bound to miss some stuff. Obviously. Or make little mistakes. I try to be as clean as possible. It's like with in-betweening. I never sketch in-betweens because like what the fuck is the point? Like I'm not gonna end up using the sketches later, you know? By the time I get to in-between, I'm not gonna use them because my line art, my cleanup might have like changed parts drastically because I tend to do that. So it's like, what's the point? I'm just wasting time. No point in forcing it. My RSI has been acting up. It's kind of... I felt a bit of pain there, and it's like, you know, let me do stuff. I haven't even been drawing much today. I've kind of slacked off until now for today. Did I forget? I did forget. Wait, where's the position going? Previous stream. I'm trying to like just vibe for the most part past couple of days. Where I can anyway. I've been reading manga a lot. Not manga, some manhwa that I'm reading at the moment. Comics. I've been reading comics. Like at the moment I'm reading Solo Leveling. I'm like, don't spoil anything. By the way, if you have read it. I think I'm like 75 chapters in or something. I didn't expect to get as into it as I did, actually. It's really good. Like, all things considered, because it's a power fantasy. It's a power fantasy manhwa. And I'm usually not super into power fantasies, but this one is really fucking good, actually. Like, honest to God, it's so good. What the hell? How? Although, manhwa in general, I feel like compared to a lot of manga, they've like got the story shit sorted out so much better a lot of the time, I feel like. Like, God, like, Japanese boys love manga. It's kind of hit or miss. Like, there's a few good ones, but a lot of them age like cheese. Or age like milk. Like, a lot of them don't age well, even if they start out pretty good. But I feel like boys love manhwa are like so much better. Like, obviously, yeah, they're not all amazing, but like, there's a lot. I find myself enjoying a lot more of those, you know? I don't know what it is. They're just a lot more fun sometimes, I think. And they don't take themselves as seriously as well. I think that might be part of it. But they like take things that should be taken seriously a bit more seriously. Most of the time, anyway. Yeah. It's funky sometimes. Comics can kind of be a bit hit or miss when they're online, mostly. Or even if they're published, sometimes they're hit or miss. It really depends. I guess it's hard to get like a really good thing without a lot of interference. Maybe it's because the self-published comics, I find are a bit better actually. If they're like just on like Lezen or Tapas or something, I find those are usually a bit better than like magazine published manga. if they're from smaller magazines anyway. Oh, maybe it's because of the way the deadlines work differently. Because like with manga that's published in like the magazine, they're working right up until the release on that chapter. Whereas I think it, as far as I'm aware, it's pretty common practice with like webcomics to do a few chapters ahead. So it's a lot easier to like take breaks and stuff. Cause like you have a bit of a buffer, you know. I think at that point, you have a bit of a buffer with online comics if they're like, if they know what they're doing anyway. If they've organized themselves properly compared to manga that is published in magazines properly. You know. Also, I guess because published manga as well have input from people other than the main creator, and I feel like sometimes that does mess with the intentions of the comic a bit. The intention of the manga, I feel like you do have all these extra decisions that aren't in the aren't the original intention, and changes are made and stuff. Like, yeah, you have staff helping you, which is cool. If it's like a big manga, I guess. Maybe not if it's a small manga. But I don't know. I like stuff that doesn't have editor input. I don't know. I mean, yes, sometimes an editor does help things a lot, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes there is some good in self-published stuff. I've done the hand wrong, just entirely wrong. I was gonna say too small, but I just did it entirely wrong. I don't know how far behind the stream is at the moment, but I'm gonna be paying attention to it on the Twitch side of things anyway. It's coming up with encoding overloaded, which I'm not appreciating. I'm not super appreciative of that. I really hope it's not just freezing. That would be really, really annoying. That's nice. No, it's this. Oh, no, it is skipping frames. Oh boy. What-oh. Okay. Well. Great. Cool. Awesome. I don't know why it's doing that lately. Well, bye, VTube Studio. Good thing I kept that PNG in. Good fucking thing. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that'll fix it. It's fixed it before. See, stat scan. Rendering lag. Don't do that. Why is it still struggling so much? Ah! Why? Please stop. This is why I play stuff on consoles instead of streaming off my computer, mostly. This is why. But I don't know why it's only happening recently, like that. I don't know, it's really weird. Hopefully that'll fix it. I guess I'm a PNG for today. Again. I don't know what's going on with that. It's really annoying. I just want to stream art with a PNG. Is that not with a PNG, with a model. Is that so much to ask? I feel like it shouldn't be. I feel like it's not that much to ask. I lost track of where the hand was. I'm gonna make this a bit bigger. Just a bit. There we go. Hopefully that's a bit better. Oh, at least Clip Studio is a bit faster now as well. That's nice. It's kind of annoying because OBS has a thing in like the corner that's supposed to tell you about drop frames, but it wasn't showing it there. It was only showing in the stats, which is a lot more annoying. So I have to actually specifically get that up. But at least the frames aren't skipping anymore. That's nice. Would it be nice if it told me in like the main dock? But okay, go off, I guess. Just fucking forgot about the existence of the rest of the page. The rest of the fucking... What's the word I'm looking for? I forgot about the existence of things. That's cool. Cool and great. I love it here. If I'm making any errors because I'm not looking at the the onion skin. I forgot what it's called there. Because I'm not looking at the onion skin for the line art itself. I don't care. I don't know. I'll fix it when I'm in between. It's fine. It's our fight. They're not expecting fully professional animation. I guess it's just gonna become a thing for our art streams. I guess I'm just gonna use a PNG from now on, just until I get a better computer anyway. A better computer that can handle multiple things at once. My mouth is really dry today. I don't know why. Kinda whack. Don't appreciate it. I put the rings on this hand so I can keep track of them. Don't lose track of those. Just pay attention to those. It's a bit of a pain trying to get designs that were clearly not fully intended for animation to work for animation. Well, at least he has, again, clean hair. clean hair is like a lifesaver. Everything else I can kind of work out. I lost my slipper. Where did my slipper go? I kicked it off by accident. The good thing about PNG streaming is I don't need to worry about where the fuck I'm moving. I can just move around and be like, I'm like halfway across the room and you wouldn't even know. Woo! I can move well out to the camera view without worrying about it just going insane for a moment. Which is nice. That's nice. That's too thick. Too thick. Too thin. Can't win. Hey, that rhymed. Come on, here. Just a bit. Okay, there we go. No, don't worry about it from that angle. That's fine. I made the hand too big on this one, though. Yeah. Something small in that. Make small. Smaller. Well, at the very least, the stream isn't completely frozen now. That's nice. That's preferred. Okay. Hand. 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 I'm a pro at drawing hands. Look at that hand. That's a nice hand. There's one thing I am, like, pretty fucking good at drawing, is hands. Not even gonna lie. I mean, it helps I specifically practiced hands when I was first learning to draw properly, but you know. Those who hide hands behind their subjects? Fucking cowards. I haven't drawn the lines on this one. Don't hide your hands when you're drawing. Just pro tip, don't hide hands because then you'll never practice hands. You'll never get better and you'll keep hiding them. You'll keep finding excuses to hide them. And you won't be able to draw hands good. Just draw the hands. Suck it up and find a reference and draw the hands. That's a pro tip. Stop hiding the hands. throw hands. It's okay. Even if it's bad, it's fine. Don't worry that much about it. Don't be a coward. Throw hands. Those are the rules. I did do it, people. I'm not frame. Good, okay. I might have done that too small, but I don't really care. Wait. Let me fill that. Okay. He's just gotta have like a little bastard look. It's very important. Emphasizing the bastard is incredibly important with stuff like this. It's a key character trait. Caesar just tried to open my door. It sounded like he nearly fucking broke the child lock. It's fine though. He really intensely goes for it whenever he tries to open the door. Like, dude, you good? Like, it sounded like he fucking headbutted it that time. Well, I mean, I guess he was headbutting it, but it sounded like he fucking ran into it. Or walked into it full force. And tried to nudge it as he went, which is a bit more likely, I guess. It also kind of sounded like he like ran into it though. I think that ham too big. No. Here we go. Okay. There. That should be fine. This music is really repetitive. I want to change it. I also really don't want to bother with it. I feel like I should change it. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll turn off the sound so you can't hear it while I'm finding something. I might leave it. I don't know. It's kind of boring though. But, so glad that his choker doesn't have detail on it. Actually, like Huggy. Yeah, that looks good so far. Looks fairly consistent. I need to do the lines on the bangs again. I keep forgetting about them. I think fajitas tonight. The kitchen's, when I went in to get some water before stream started, it's still, like, it smells so obviously like fajitas, and like, Okay. The spices are so strong to smell. Like, holy crap. I made, I think it was 8 fajitas because it was one of the, like, what are they called? I don't know what the company is called, but like the meal kits. There's a fajita meal kit, and it's made for like 4 people, but I'm one person. Well, I guess it's made for more like 2 people if they have big stomachs. So I ate like 4 fajitas, and I put in, I froze 4 others. It's like, okay, well. I confused myself for a second. I was like, why did I do that? Okay, wait. No, I'm just confusing myself. Okay, wait, I got it. Okay. I'm stupid. I forgot how I was doing things. Actually, wait, let me have this specific one instead, actually. Let's go in order. Or relative order. I'm not gonna keep that onion skin on, but I'm gonna check it every once in a while. Just trying to figure out where my in-betweens are going. Oh wait, this isn't so much an in-between as it is a not keyframe like the ones before, but like a keyframe still. The bangs are kind of annoying shapes. To get right, at least, anyway. Oh! Hello! Thank you for the raid, Katie. Hello, hello, welcome. How was your stream? What did you play? I don't have shout out command, I don't think. I don't think I did anyway. I don't know. How was your stream? Kaden says hi. Well, I say hello to Kaden. Hello, hello, welcome. I'm just kind of vibing and slowly losing my mind. As is what happens while I'm animating. You know, we're going. Thank you for following Water Tower W8. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm slowly losing my mind. I'm just kind of chatting while I do this to try and not lose my mind. I don't know. It's not too bad at the moment, but what am I doing? There we go. I'm trying to do an animation for Art Fight. It's an attack on my mutual and acquaintance slash friend. We don't talk that much, but Rakunuki on Instagram if you want to check the OC and see his work. And thank you for the sip. I will take one. And this is a bit more low energy compared to my normal streams. I'm kind of taking it easy this month, and art streams are kind of chill in general anyway, so not yelling or anything, you know. I'm also not talking as much. I'm trying to make conversation, you know. Sometimes I get a little lost in what I'm doing, so if I'm quiet for a little bit, that's because I'm trying to figure things out. Dang. No. Normally I would have a moving model, but the stream was dying, so not at the moment. Trying to reduce the strain for some reason. Vtuber Paint really doesn't like my model being active at the moment. Or as of recently anyway. It's gonna drive me a bit insane. I don't know why I chose this character specifically, but you know. Sometimes I make decisions and they're not necessarily good ones. And it's just like that sometimes. I rarely make good decisions, actually. I usually make horrible decisions that cause me to overwork myself. That's just how I am as a person. But it shouldn't be too bad because it's only a small animation. I've done worse. Size of that's being consistent. Oh. Let's make that smaller. Yeah. Try and make that a bit more consistent, maybe. Try is the key word. If it's a little off, it's fine. Why have I put the hair going in front of them? That doesn't make sense, actually. Why do you not do that? That doesn't make sense now that I think about it. I guess I just wanted to show the hair really badly there. For some reason. Let's hide that behind the hand, as it probably should be. There we go. That makes a bit more sense. Why did I make that so much bigger? What's going on with the size consistency in this specific frame? What's going on? There we go. If you notice me coughing, don't. I have chronic illness. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But it makes me cough a lot. Please just ignore it. If you're new, please. It's fine. I'm only dying a little bit. What's that? Am I missing anything? Why did I need the hair? What am I doing? What is with the consistency on this frame? What the heck? What's going on here? What did I do? What the heck did I do in the sketch? What's going on? What you up to, bud? Try and get that a bit more consistent. How's that? I knew there was something off. Oh, there you are. That's the other thing. This lock of hair. Oh my god. No. Come on. There we go. Good enough. Okay, that works. Good enough. Good enough. I've only actually planned out the keyframes and some breakdown frames on this, because I don't like to sketch out in-betweens because it feels like a waste of time. I could just do it from scratch on the cleanup stage, like I'm doing now. Yeah. I feel like it's a waste of time to plan it out beforehand, in my experience. I end up just doing completely different in-betweens than what was originally planned anyway, so... no point. How are they doing it? Oh, just that one? Oh, I can fit another knuckle in. Okay, that works. And then... this one? 2. I feel like I might need to make the rings bigger on that first frame. Maybe, just a bit. Just thicken that up a bit. Just a little bit. The back. Why does it feel long? Don't know. I don't know. Feels really long. Maybe I did something wrong, but whatever. Oh, super keyframe. It's fine. It's not super important. Even though it is a breakdown. I just thin it out a bit. And then lighten it back up a little bit again. Yeah, that's fine. Need a bit more width on that, perhaps? That works. What are you drawing on, like, what program? Clip Studio Paint, EX specifically. If you don't know, Clip Studio Paint has different versions. I use the EX version so that I can animate properly on it. but you can animate on Pro, it's just a bit more annoying. Because there's limits. Yeah, so Clip Studio Paint. Should probably get like a graphic for that actually, or make one anyway. So I'm not gonna worry about that right now. That might be an idea. Yeah, it's a very, very good program. Its animation is a bit less amazing, specifically, but I mean, you can still do a bunch of stuff. You know, it's just a bit, it's less user-friendly compared to the rest of the program, and compared to some other animating programs. But it works. Normally I'd animate on TV Paint, but I kind of need to have a student license for that, and I don't get that over the summer, apparently. Oops. So, can't do that. So I'm quite glad I have this as a backup. Good. Let's make that a bit bigger. Vtuber is still kind of annoying because of the angles, of course. Nothing can ever be simple. And then straps, I guess? Not from the angle, that does not make it easier. There a bit. I don't know, it looked weird. Why did I do a turn like this? I could have made this so much easier. Of course I didn't. Why would I make anything easy for myself? Why would I do that? Make everything difficult for myself. The animation I had to do for class, I did a lot of the animation work on stream so that I would actually get shit done. But I made that so much more complicated for myself than I had to. I mean, it came out well in the end, but like, I didn't have to do it. It was a bit unnecessary. Unnecessary effort. Just realized I forgot to turn my PlayStation 4 back on again. Again. I'm using it to charge my phone because it's stronger than the strongest thing I have when I'm actively using it. Aside from like my actual charger, but my actual charger is on the other side of the room, so it's not very helpful. Because it's just like that sometimes. I need to thin that up. It's too thick. I don't know, know why I'm even drawing this, because it's gonna be off frame. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Why would it not be off frame? But it's still good to plan it where it is. Make sure I know where things are. It's a good thing. And just face, I think, on this frame. Oh, my back kind of hurts. I just realized. Oh god. I've been slouching this whole time, so I mean, I guess that makes sense. I did not have to animate this, but you know, we going. Might as well go all out on at least one attack this year. Might as well. Could use live today as well. But... well, hey, hand drawn. Why the fuck not? Just might as well go all. Fucking control thing again. I really don't like when it does that. It only does it on stream. Do you watch any anime? I do. I don't watch as much as I would like to anymore. But yeah, I do watch anime. Or try to anyway. I tend to drop a lot at this point. I haven't really been keeping up with the seasons of it either anymore. I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I'll watch it when I watch it. Sometimes I just don't have time. Especially when it's like sub-only stuff, because I do like watching sub stuff. I don't have an issue with sub stuff, but it's kind of hard to do it when I kind of have to do like art stuff. I can't watch, I can't read and draw at the same time, so yeah, I don't know. I don't watch as much as I used to. I used to watch a lot of anime. I'd like binge watch stuff. It's bad. I don't have the time to do that as much anymore. University and stuff. I still like watching it every once in a while. I try to watch stuff if it catches my eye, but I don't always get around to it. There's a lot of stuff as well that if it doesn't get like a follow-up season very soon after, I won't continue watching it. Even if I do like the anime, I just won't get around to it. I don't know. Just doesn't happen. But I mean, sometimes I will. Sometimes I'll manage to. It depends how easy it is to watch it, I guess. I'll probably be catching Beastars Season 2 when it drops on Netflix. UK Netflix, I mean. Not Japanese Netflix. It's been on there for a while, but I can't access that, so it wouldn't be subbed anyway, so didn't see the point. I don't know. Stuff like Attack on Titan, I watched back when the first season came out. I really liked it. I probably shouldn't have been watching at that age, but you know, I was. But by the time second season came out, I don't know, I watched the first episode of it and then I never watched anymore. I'm awful at that sort of thing. Can't keep up with stuff. All hail, pretty fish. Pretty fish. Fish. All hail. It's kind of difficult to concentrate on stuff at this point, or stuff I don't necessarily need to. Can only do so much. I'm gonna come out a bit more consistent. Yeah, that works. Why did I do a full nose on that specific frame and not any of the others? That's so weird. Why did I do that? Oh. No, you don't want. No, fuck this frame. Fuck it, no. We're doing simple nose, okay? Simple nose. I ain't bothering with the dimension of like a proper nose. We ain't doing that here. Not in this house. Nope. There's a reason anime don't tend to draw actual noses in their frames, and that's because they're a pain in the fucking ass. I'm gonna draw collarbones here. Let's get those in. Oh. That's fine, whatever. The face is kind of low down on this frame specifically. I feel like I should lift it, but at the same time, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. Oh, where's the middle? That's the middle frame. And here we go. Okay. Ah! Oh boy. There's also a reason why so many anime struggle with the dimension of the face. It's because that's also a bitch. Smooth that back a bit. Does this character have a name? He does. It's not my character. I'm drawing this for Art Fight. I need to look at what his name is though. Levi Corby is apparently his name. It's my friend's character. I'm drawing him for Art Fight as a revenge attack. God damn it. No. Why? Just why? Let's see, why do you have to do that? Yeah, his name is Levi Corby, apparently. And he is a vampire. I don't know all that much about him without reading it off his page, unfortunately. But, yeah. He's not my character. He belongs to Rakunuki on Instagram. I don't know if Last has a Twitter. I'd have to check. On Instagram, his username is Rakunuki where he's on, so yeah. Yeah, that's the full character in the corner there. Just... Okay. Caesar going off for whatever reason. Cool, cool, cool. I don't know if the door went off or something. I wonder if that's what happened. She's still barking. It sounds like the door went off, probably. My flatmate probably ordered some food or something like that. I need to take a sip. I feel like lately I haven't been able to go as long on stream without drinking water as I was able to before. I don't know, I feel like I used to be able to go pretty consistently, but now I'm just like, water, give, please. I'm dying of dehydration. Oh god. I don't know. I feel like that's been the case lately. Maybe I'm just imagining it, but... Thank you for following XPG Animation. Hello, hello, welcome. Oh my god, okay. Fuck this one lock in particular. Keep this lock. Really difficult to get, actually. Alright. I feel like his face is kind of lopsided, but you know what? I'm not fixing it at the moment. I'll fix it when I get to it. I'll fix it later. It's fine. It's fine. Get that. Get these out of the way before I forget later, inevitably. Yeah, so in a couple of days I'm gonna go on a little bit, not like a big trip, but like just a neighboring town with my friends. She's been trying to get like a part-time job lately, but like it sucks at the moment to try and do that. Like it's fucking impossible. So I was like, well, you could have a look at like art fairs and stuff, or like getting installed somewhere. Hello, Vtuber, welcome. Cause she's not in like the animation department like I am at uni, but she does fine art. So it's like, well, the stuff you do, you could probably sell stuff at like a craft fair, you know? So maybe you could check out some craft fairs and stuff, or like, there's the city, like, I don't know if there's any craft fairs at the moment, because I mean, it's kind of difficult at the moment to do those sort of things. But I know for a fact that in this town, like, that's not too difficult to get to, they have like a Friday street fair sort of thing. You can maybe go and ask some people about it there, like, because they're quite friendly there. Like, I went there recently. They're all quite friendly and talkative and stuff, you know? Like, you can ask them. And she was like, yeah, okay, maybe I'll go. So we're going on Friday, and I'm really hoping I can remember and manage to get up early enough. God damn it, Clipster, why? No, Clipster, please. I'm really hoping that I can manage to get up rather than having to like pull an all-nighter for that shit. It's not too bad because my sleep schedule has been slightly better recently, so I might be able to get up in time. Hopefully. Hopefully I can manage that. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited because it's small, but like it's quite nice there. It's nice to just take a day trip every once in a while, especially when it's not like, oh, I have to do this thing, like, on this day specifically. You know, like if it's just going to see some stalls and stuff, it's pretty chill. And so I'm kind of looking forward to it. Although I am dreading having to get up early, but you know. I'll try and go to bed early on that night, I guess. Trying being a keyword. Or tomorrow night, I guess it will be. Yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of looking forward to it. It'll just be like a nice day out, really. I mean, albeit there is a bit of a purpose, but you know, it's not super high pressure or anything. We're just kind of like, well, we're both available on this day, so why not just do it then? Like, might as well. Considering later on, like, we won't be so available. Might as well do it now. Or on this day. So, kind of looking forward to it. Might just be a bit fun. Even to just walk around there. Well, there are other shops there. Though it is like the one annoying thing of it only gets the train that's needed like to get back every hour or so, so you have to wait. You have to wait quite a bit. I don't know. That's nice there. I quite enjoyed like the day trip I took there a little while ago. Maybe I'll check one of the stores I went to the last time as well. See if they have the thing I was looking for originally. I'm probably not going to be super prepared about that. Actually, I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't do that, actually. That might be a bad idea. I just realized I should probably let Charlie go to bed. It's 11 PM and I only just realized. Hold on. Yeah, he's probably quite tired. Yeah, I'm sorry, bud. I kind of forgot you weren't making any noise. Yeah. Still chirpy now. I'll put him to bed in a minute. I'll try and finish off the hair and then put him to bed. I don't know if my microphone is picking up at all, it's being kind of quiet, but... Yeah, you chirping, bud. That's sort of his... I'm tired, but I'm relaxed at the moment. Sort of chirping. He does that when it's late a lot if I'm talking. Probably trying to get my attention to put him to bed. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna mute for a minute. Just for a few seconds. Just to put him to bed. Hold on. There we go. Bird put to bed. He hasn't gone to bed yet, but he's been put to bed. Okay, there we go. I just realized my left hand is aching for some reason. You know, I'm not using that one. Don't know. RSI why. I should remember to do the earrings before I forget, huh? Yeah, that'll work. Let's shorten that a bit. Be more consistent, and then it's fine. See? It's fine. Okay. Let's slow that a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. That's fine. Probably, mostly I'll tighten it up a little bit. There we go. Cool, there we go. Be really careful about how I size this. Because that's far too big in the sketch. Because it was very, very loose, I did that. Very loosely planned. Good. Here we go. Here we go. I need to thin those out. Like quite a lot actually. Or even think to put pinky in. Keep it small. Like that. That kind of works. That works. No, come on. Let's do it, please. I'm begging you. I'm crying and shaking. No, maybe that should be still gripped, I think. Or loosely gripped. Not fully gripped, evidently. Oh, thank you for following Imbieras. I don't know if that's how you say it. I don't know why I rolled the R there, but I don't know. I felt like that was kind of fun. This sound. Maybe it's because I was doing Italian before the stream. My brain immediately went to that sort of thing. That works. What's the... Yeah, like that. I have a really short attention span, I'm sorry. Sometimes I have to check multiple things in a row, or the same thing multiple times in a row. Shell just struggled to get onto his perch, I think. He doesn't really know the cage layout that he has at the moment very well. Because I changed it because you can't keep like the same layout for too long or they'll get bored of it, but I think he was a bit too comfortable with the old layout because he's been getting a bit confused. He's working it out. The first night it was different. He struggled. I had to help him because he was just like, I don't know where I am. I don't know where the place I want to be is in the dark yet. So I just can't see very well in the dark. So he got a little bit lost. He's still getting a little bit lost, I think. I was saying, yeah, sometimes I need to look at the same thing multiple times in a row to figure out what I'm needing. Sometimes my brain just does not work. That's just how it is sometimes. My brain is a little bit slow, especially at this time on a day that I've been quite tired on. Get that sleeve. There we go. It's gonna be a bit of a difficult hand, I think. I should have done this this hand in particular on a different layer probably. Shortcuts. Whatever, it's fine. I can clean it up later. Just do all of the line art on the same layer is fine, whatever. It's the right size. It's too big. Okay. That's a bit annoying. This is why I should have done this on another layer. But you know, I can work around it, it's fine. You know what, I'll just clean anything up that I need to. It's fine, whatever. Anything that's behind the hand anyway is gonna be hidden, so. Is that better? Yeah, it's better. Things look a little broken, but it's fine. Fix that. That's the wrong button. Wrong button. I don't know why. This pinky is like that. I don't know why I did it like that, but you know, it's fine. Whatever. Hands don't have to be super realistic in positioning. I do want to loosen it up a little bit. Just while it's being pulled back like that. finger feels too chubby. Too chubby. That. I'm so thankful for those functions. Oh my god. Actual lifesavers. Not gonna lie. Very important. Still kinda chunky, but you know what, it's fine, whatever. Bracelets. Not bracelets. Bracelets. Why did I think bracelets? Rings. Stop controlling. Come on. English is my native language, I swear. I'm just really bad at it, nonetheless. And this one, right? This painting. This is the one that I can put the thumb into. Actually, it makes sense too. No, come on. Upstairs, please. Cooperate. Please, I'm begging. Man, time's really flying on this actually. I think. How long is this gonna take? I wonder. I have no idea how long this is gonna take. Last time I did an animation like this, I didn't feel like it took too long, but whenever I stream myself animating, it takes. Oh, it feels like it takes a lot longer. Or, well, the time that I feel like I'm spending on it is less than it actually is. Over here. In the reference, the things pulling up the shirt are kind of inconsistent with how thin they are, so I'm just kind of improvising it. It's like, that seems about right. About this thickness. Ought to do it. I can hear the dog crying. It wouldn't pick up on the mic, but I can hear the dog crying for whatever reason. He cries for absolutely no reason sometimes. Quite often, actually. He cries for zero reason. He's just the sort of dog that just likes to cry for no reason whatsoever. Or just because he's not being actively touched at that very particular moment. That's just how Cedar is. I don't know why he's like that. Why is it open? I don't know why that folder is open. It shouldn't have been open. Clumps it up. It's untidy. No, substitute, please. Sometimes on stream it does that where it forces the control gets stuck for some reason after I sometimes after I do a control C. I don't know. Dog just made a very weird noise. Hopefully my flatmate will get him if he needs to go out. Just, for fuck's sake, Cliffso, please stop. Hopefully my flatmate will get him if he needs to go out. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, on stream, because of the live, for some reason, it does that, that weird control thing, and it sticks, and I can't do much about it. It just forces me to drag it, and I don't appreciate it, but I can't really do much. I don't know why I'm doing that extra line. I don't need to do that. Let's take that out. I don't like how that looks. Okay. There's no problem. English isn't my native language either. Oh yeah, the stream's like really behind. I forgot. Yeah, I don't know. English is my native language. I don't know. I have problems that I need to get checked. Quite frankly. I don't know. I have a little bit of a speech fluency issue, I think. Sometimes I just cannot. I just cannot speak. I wonder if I should just in between it from here. I might just in between it, like normally. Whatever. Go away. Yeah, let's just in between it from here. In between it normally. It'll work fine. Oh, the hair is confusing. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Let's try and figure out what the fuck's going on. My dog too. Dogs are interesting creatures. Very, very interesting creatures. I really wish the onion skin would stop flashing like that. His name is Scaredy Cat. He always barks and then begins to cry for no reason. Yeah. Caesar isn't too much of a barker, which is good. Oh, for fuck's sake. If you're gonna lift, go on, just go. I don't know, Caesar isn't too much of a barker, but he does cry a lot. The only time he doesn't, yeah, in general he doesn't bark a lot. He barks if something sets him off, like if he gets very defensive. But otherwise he doesn't bark that much. But he does cry a lot. He's just a big crier. Which is quite funny because he's a staffy. So he's a pretty big staffy at that, so he looks quite threatening, I guess, to some people. Some people are kind of wary of staffies for some reason. I don't know. I guess because they look kind of like they kind of resemble pit bulls a little bit, I guess. I'm not sure why though. Like when he's barking, rarely, like he sounds threatening, but like he would be fucking useless against an intruder. If there was an actual intruder, he would be awful at protecting us. Because as soon as someone comes in, yeah, it is really behind it. Yeah, I know. It's because it was dropping frames earlier. Yeah, Caesar would be fucking awful at protecting us. Because as soon as that person is, like, at the door, he'll just be, like, wanting to be pet. even if he was being defensive and barking before that. It's like he is quite literally all bark and no bite, because instead of biting, he'll just lick them. And that's the closest he'll get. It's a fucking useless dog in terms of that. I mean, I love him, but like, he's kind of useless. I'll learn some Spanish words like hola qua hache? Hache? Is that how you say it? I'm saying it like how Italian is. I mean, I don't mind you teaching me a little bit if you wanna. I probably won't be able to remember it, but like, I don't know. Although I can kind of understand a little bit of Spanish even without actually knowing it, just because I am learning Italian and there's a lot of similarities. But I don't mind. If you want to teach me some words, I'll try and remember them. I can kind of get the gist. Oh, come on. Yeah. Just go back. It's been a very long time since I've learned any Spanish. So they don't really. Well, they do teach it in schools here, but it's not like one of the main languages they teach. It's kind of between either French or German. And you can pick up Spanish late in high school, which is like, well, what the fuck is the point? I used to know a bit of Spanish, I think, but I kind of forgot it after the age of like 7. So I wasn't exactly using it. I don't think I know many people actively who speak Spanish, like at all. It's not really a big language here. It's not super common. Big dogs are the most friendly of all dogs. Tiny ones scare me. True. Tiny ones are usually less trained. Tiny dogs aren't usually that well trained. Some are. Some small dogs are perfectly fine, but a lot of the time, fucking useless. Yeah. A lot of the time, smaller dogs aren't. Their training isn't taken as seriously, because with a big dog, it's like if they bite someone, like they can actually hurt them really badly. Whereas like a small dog, even if they attack someone, they can't do as much damage. So people don't take it as seriously in terms of training them. And as a result, I mean, because small dogs also tend to have like some interesting brain anatomy, I guess, because of their size. Yeah. Small dogs, like Chihuahuas, are basically like, they don't develop, their brains don't develop properly like big dogs do. Unless like you actually take the time to, which is why Chihuahuas are usually so fucking insane. Alongside the lack of training. Is because they're stuck in like a perpetual teenage state, and I mean, I guess if I was stuck like that, I wouldn't be very happy either. And you kind of need to train them out of it, and a lot of people who own Chihuahuas don't do that. Not very well. They have murdered the hatchet though? Murdered the hatchet? I don't know. So I don't know how you say it. It is how it would be pronounced in Italian, so that's kind of how I read it. But Hase? I don't know. I don't know a Spanish pronunciation. I mean, even when I did know a bit of Spanish, it was very limited. It was basically as much as I could physically learn off of Dora the Explorer, then I immediately forgot it. I don't know. I'm not the best at learning languages. Not the best. It's kind of hard to learn languages off of text as well, like in terms of pronunciations. There's not a guide. If you don't already know, it's kind of difficult. It took me ages to like figure out Italian pronunciation because Duolingo wasn't telling me how it was actually pronounced properly. Or why it was pronounced in certain ways in different places. Like, I'm still confused over why Spanish is not so well known. Yeah. I mean, in America, it's a big language, but in Scotland, not so much. We don't get as many Spanish or Mexican immigrants here as the US does, so it's not as big a thing. I guess it's not quite as big of a deal. Like, you're more likely to encounter someone who's French or German here. Although, I'd actually argue you're more likely to encounter a Chinese immigrant here, but you know. I guess they... Although, I was gonna say, they don't really teach it here, but I actually did get taught a bit of Mandarin in primary school, and then that was only for like a year. It was only for like a year, so I didn't... I knew a little bit for a little while, but I've completely forgotten just about all of it now. Tiny dogs do damage when you're they have awful barks. Although I can kind of deal with loud, high-pitched stuff in my ear because I have a budgie, and he screams into my ear sometimes. So, a dog bark ain't shit compared to that. I'm not gonna lie. Dog bark is not so high-pitched compared to that, especially when a bird is directly next to your ear, as he usually is. Because if Chell is out the cage, chances are he's on my shoulder, which is obviously directly next to my ears. So if he yells, which he sometimes does, if he decides to chirp suddenly, even if it's just like a normal chirp, it's really fucking loud. Their voices carry. Poor chihuahuas. Yeah, that's kind of like the issue with very small dogs. I don't know if it's necessarily the same across all small dogs, but I know that's an issue with chihuahuas. I think I'm remembering that correctly. I remember reading about it. I was like researching it a little bit, maybe like a year ago or something. So it was something along those lines. I mean, don't get me wrong, some people do train their chihuahuas properly, but a lot of people don't. And that's kind of the issue. Dora the Explorer use Spanish? Yeah! It was like my only exposure to learning any Spanish. I didn't take Spanish in high school when it was made available to me, because, like, I don't see the point here. Like, you can't just shove a new language in at this point, like, for a grade. Because we haven't had any of the previous learning before, and you want us to do the same shit as, like, the French or German exams? Like, you want us to get the same qualifications? That's not happening. Like, what? I don't know how you would manage to learn Spanish on the same level when like, we're taught French or German for like, what, 6 or 7 years before that. And then it's just like, oh, we'll suddenly just drop Spanish into the mix. Why not? And you'll still have to do like a very similar exam. So I was like, no. Even if I wanted to learn Spanish, that's not how I would do it. I struggled enough with my German Nat 5. You know, struggled enough with that. Did not need the added pressure of an extra language that I was learning suddenly just now. Especially when it's completely different as well. Like, maybe if I had been learning French, I would have been a bit more prepared to do that. Maybe a bit more willing. Because at least there's, like, similar stuff between them. But German and Spanish, not so much. I mean, they have completely different structures. Poor ear. Yeah, poor ear. I mean, I'm mostly used to it, but yeah. Well, the language teaching system here in general is kind of bad. It's not great. I didn't really pick up much German until high school. It took way too long just to learn like the really basic shit like counting. Although I did eventually get it down, but that was after playing ages worth of the game where you had to count to 11. I can't remember what the game is similar to, but it was called Elf, because that's the word for 11 in German. I think you had to like, you could count up to 3 numbers, and then the person next to you would continue, and the person who said Elf 11 would basically be out of the game. They basically lost. So it was like strategically saying 1, 2, or 3 numbers to try and get the next person to be forced to say it, basically. So obviously, if you're right at the end and you give them any leeway, you know, where they're not forced to exclusively say it. It was funny. It was an interesting game. I can't remember what it's similar to. It was similar to like some game. I don't remember what. That's too far to the side. That's too low down. I'm making a mess of these eyes. No, I'll sort it out in a minute. Stop it! Closer, please. Useless teacher? Pretty useless teacher, yeah. The thing with me when I learn languages is that I need to understand why things are like they are. So if that's not explained well enough to me, I'm not gonna pick it up very well. And things weren't being explained to me super well until I was in high school, where the teachers would actually explain some stuff. You know, the reasoning behind stuff. Which is like my main frustration with Duolingo, because I don't understand the difference between when you say I gatti or le gatte as a plural for cats. I don't understand what the fuck the difference is. I don't fucking know because it doesn't tell me, and it's really frustrating. I don't know what changes that. I haven't figured it out yet. I've yet to figure it out myself. It took me a while to figure out other stuff on there, but yeah, I got it eventually. Oh yeah, why not Spanish? Spanish is difficult even as your first language. I feel like a lot of languages are quite difficult, just in general. I mean, it's obviously the difference between Spanish and English is that the sentence structure is completely different. I mean, like, between Italian and Spanish, there's a lot of similarities, you know, like, knowing what I do with Italian, which albeit isn't that much, because I haven't been learning it for that long, but, like, I can kind of vaguely get the gist of, a sentence in Spanish, like, vaguely. I might not properly understand it, but, like, I can kind of get it sometimes, if it's similar enough, you know? But, like, because both Italian and Spanish are Latin languages, there's a lot more similarities between them and, say, English and Spanish. Like, I don't know Mexico or Spain, but here in Latin America, there's a lot of ways to say the same things, or just the way that people express themselves. Yeah, I wouldn't know about there, but, yeah, Italian is kind of similar in some ways. Not every single word, but, like, you know, it's, sometimes there's multiple ways to say the same thing, but you have to use a very specific thing in a specific sentence, and it's just like, why? And there's some things that aren't so obvious. Interesting game. Seems like you have fun with it. It's probably one of the more interesting things in that primary school class. I mean, it was the closest I was getting to understanding something, that's for sure. You know, it was fun. I haven't played it in a long time. I think I played it a bit in high school as well, in like early high school. Not as much though, not to the same degree. But it was kind of just a tool of like learning your 1 through 10s, you know? Learning 1 through 10 of the language. I didn't mean it works. I guess it works. Kind of. That was like the most I fucking learned in primary school anyway. Again, I learned a lot more in high school languages. Still not enough to actually like fully understand German, but like I can still remember stuff, you know, at the very least, even a couple of years on. You know, like I can say some basic stuff in German. And sometimes when I'm trying to think of how to say stuff in Italian, my brain replaces it with German instead. I'm like, no, no, not German. What? No. But I still wouldn't be able to speak. I wouldn't be able to have a conversation in German. I can maybe have a basic conversation in Italian at the moment. Maybe. On a good day. Yeah, there were some things that were fun. And a lot more frustrating things as well. It was an interesting time. I remember, I'm really bad at listening exams, so I remember for my final exam, in Nat 5 German, which was, I only took German up to Nat 5. I had a bit of a, I struggled. I don't know how I managed to get an A in that, because the listening exam, I guessed most of my answers, because I just couldn't fucking pick anything up. I could not understand. It wasn't that I couldn't understand the German, I couldn't pick up what they were actually saying in the first place. Like, I was struggling, maybe because I was panicking a bit, was making it a bit harder. But I also, strongly suspect I might have auditory processing disorder, which might have explained that. Might have explained why I'm so awful at listening tests. So I can't fucking I can't do like repeat back tests in English either. Like it doesn't fucking matter what the language is. Or if you ask me to write it down, you need to repeat it multiple times or I won't remember after like the first couple words. Why? I need the manual. Yeah. God damn it. Stop it. Ruben, please. I'm begging you. So, a lot of things are frustrating. Yeah, I don't know how the heck I managed to pass with an A. I mean, passing was one thing, but like getting an A was another, and I don't know how I managed to get an A. I feel, from what I can remember, I like bullshitted quite a lot of the German exam, and somehow I managed to get. I got straight A's that year actually. Somehow, I don't know how. The other years I did not get straight A's, but for some reason, I don't know. I was expecting to get like maybe a B if I was lucky in German that year. And then I woke up on the day that I got the results, and I checked my phone because it was later in the afternoon. Or not in the afternoon, but like it was later in the morning, and they'd sent out the results at like 7 AM. I was like, how the fuck did I manage to get an A? What the heck? Cause like I distinctly remember guessing most of the listening exam, so I don't know how I managed that. I mean, I picked up some stuff, but like a lot of it was guessed. A good amount of it was a complete guess. Just like, I think I heard someone say something like that. I don't know. Did someone say Austria? I think someone said Austria. Or Österreich, I think. Österreich. I can't remember. It's been a while. I think that's what Austria is, right? Österreich? In German? I think that's it. I'm like vaguely remembering that. So I was like, I think someone mentioned Austria. I'm gonna put that down, I guess. I think someone mentioned something about like 5:30. I don't know. Yeah, legitimately do not know how I got an A. I don't know if the rest of my... I don't know if the other two exams were just strong enough. Or the other one exam with 2 parts. I don't know if I just did strongly enough in that to just make up for everything I lost in listening, but... I don't know, man. I want to ask my younger self how the hell I did that shit. I don't even know. There was something stuck in the back of my mouth for some reason. I don't know what that is. Man, I just got it out though. I just felt it in there. I was like, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, it's midnight. Oh my god. Oh. I want to finish at least this frame, if not another one, before I go. Yeah, listening sounds are tough for mine. That was English. They put a person that had a really effed up accent, not showing people that have an accent, but bro, that was oof. Yeah. See, you're very lucky that I don't have a strong Scottish accent. Very, very lucky. But yeah, I mean, I struggle with accents even in English as well, to be honest. Sometimes. I mean, I have a bit of what the fuck? I have a bit of a home advantage, I think, because I do live in Scotland. So that does help, because I can kind of get the gist. But some accents kind of fuck me up. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't. I always feel so bad when I can't understand it, because like they're speaking perfectly fine, but they just have a strong accent, and my brain is just like, you know. Yeah, I don't know. My brain is wonky. My brain is wonky as heck. I found out recently, I was talking about it on Twitter the other day, but I found out that, is it a condition? I don't call it a condition, but, a thing I know for a fact I have, and have known for a few years, I discovered, actually creates a strong likelihood of me having a processing disorder, and I kind of suspected it before that. So it's like, I swear to God, I'm hearing what these people are saying, but I cannot make out. Like, I can physically hear them, but I can't figure out what they're actually saying. And, like, that was happening, like, quite a lot. It still happens quite a lot. The point I was like, do I have a fucking problem with, like, my audio processing? Like, can I just not... Is my brain wonky? Like, am I okay? So I've suspected that for like a while now, and I found this out like last week that I have cross dominance. So most of the right side of my body is dominant, except for my eye. My eye is left dominant, which can cause a bit of a fuck up, particularly in audio processing. But also, like, I have mixed dominance in my hands as well, sometimes, with very specific things. And I found out that that can cause that to happen because of the way that your brain is wired. I was like, oh, that would explain a lot. Maybe I should go get that tested at some point. Maybe I should actually keep that in mind and maybe find that out for sure. You know. So that was fun. I was just like, is that? Okay. Just like, maybe I should be concerned about that, actually. But I don't know when I'm gonna get around to that. I already have a bunch of other stuff I'm trying to fix. I'm struggling. It's low priority because, like, well, I've made it this far. Might be nice to find out at some point, but you know, for now, it's fine, I guess. I'll live. I'm not dying. Yeah, so I suspect that might have been why I struggle so much with listening stuff. Listen and write down. I can't fucking do that. I'm really awful doing that. I have a really shit memory as well, so I know what caused that one. But, or I think I do anyway. I hope I do. I hope it's just that and not something more serious. This is how I do my math exams. Did my calculator put that the answer was 54, but there is not 54 in the options. See 50 in the options. Oh fuck, let's go with that. We don't usually have options in the math exam here. Very rarely is it like optional stuff. Sometimes you'll have like A, B, C, or D, but you have to show you're working for it. Like, we get marked on the working more so than the final answer. So it's usually like more than 1 point per question. So there was some that was like, oh, you can get 8 points on this question. Oh no. Like, oh, you can get so many points on this. That's not good. That means this is a really long, hard question. Uh-oh. It's like, well, it's one of the most valuable ones. I feel like I pulled this down too much. Why did I do the face before the hair? I don't know. Oh, it's because I was doing it in like the complete wrong place. That's why. Yeah, we don't usually have. We don't have like. I was really confused when I found out that in the US at least, like, that they do like the multiple choice questions as like the majority of their tests. I was like, what? Particularly for maths, because ours is entirely based on our working, pretty much. What's going on? I'm just confusing myself right now. Huh? Here? That problem is always, or just with certain people, the audio one? It depends. There's different factors that kind of make it difficult. It's like in a normal conversation, I'm mostly fine. Like, sometimes I need things to be repeated if I'm not specifically, listening already. But like, there's other things that, make it harder that I've noticed. That, when I was looking at like some of the common issues with audio processing disorder, auditory processing disorder, I was like, oh no, I have like most of those issues. Wait. Oh no. Like if there's loud music in the background, even if I can physically hear them, I quite often can't make out what people are saying, even if I can't hear them. Like, I can entirely hear you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'll be able to make out what you're saying, because sometimes it just won't enter my brain properly. For example, there was one time I was at a bar slash, what you call it? It was like a mix between a bar and a club. So it was a bar with really loud music, basically. Like, it was majority bar, but partially club. And so the music was fucking loud as shit, and I could not make out what anyone was saying. Like, I could hear them, but I couldn't make out what they were saying at all. And so, when we were going to leave, I was like in the doorway next to where the bouncers were, because I was waiting on someone, and I didn't want to like bother getting out my ID or anything, like to go back in, because I was just like, well, I'm just waiting on them, like I'm not actually going back in, so I'm just gonna wait here. Or like, I think I was looking for where they were, I was trying to figure out where they were, through the window, and the bouncers were there, and they were trying to ask me a question. They were trying to ask me something, and I could physically hear them, right? Like, I could completely hear them. Like, even though it was loud, I could hear them, technically, but I just couldn't understand what they were saying. Like, it just was not processing. And I was there for like 5 minutes, like asking them to keep repeating it, because it was like, I can't understand what you're saying right now. To the point where one of them was like, do you speak English? I was like, yes. I'm sorry. I do. It's my native language. I'm sorry. I just don't know. Like, I basically just said, oh, I have a hearing problem, which, I mean, I guess probably isn't entirely untrue, but it's more... It's not so much on the hearing side, because I can hear fine. I can hear completely fucking fine, but sometimes it just does not go into my brain. And that was one of the biggest examples of, like, oh my god. Like, is this... I'm not imagining this, right? Like... I'm not just fucking tripping, right? It's like, cause that sort of thing has happened like a lot. Like I've noticed in the past few years, sometimes I just do not process what people are saying. Like in that one, I did a Duolingo stream once a while ago, and I feel like it's super obvious that I'm not processing stuff properly in the listening questions. Because I have to like repeat them multiple times after like writing down a couple of words because I just didn't process the rest of the sentence, which is probably why I'm so awful at remembering stuff or putting down stuff. I process like the first few words and I write them down, and then I don't remember what the other. I didn't process the rest of the sentence, so I just don't. I just don't pick up. I have to repeat things a lot. That was kind of like my other thing that I noticed where like, am I supposed to be having this much of a problem? A pub? No, it wasn't a pub, because pubs are more like, pubs are more like you can like eat in them, like they're kind of, pubs are more between a bar and a restaurant. This was like a club next with a bar that happened in. It was basically just a bar with very loud music and a bit more heavy alcohol. There's a bit of a difference, you know? I didn't really enjoy it. I don't like places that are super loud, just in general. I mean, partially because I cannot figure out what people are saying when I'm in them. Like in any club or anywhere that has loud music. But I also just generally don't like loud music. Because, I don't know, it overwhelms me a lot. So it's like, can we not? Can we not do that? I'd rather not. Like, it's fun sometimes, but I don't know. And there was oh my god. So I do D&D, and I've played D&D for the past couple of years. And it's with a society at my university. And on some nights we wouldn't be able to play in our usual location. This was before COVID, obviously. When we started moving online for it. But it used to be that like you know, if we got displaced for a week, we would go to like there was a specific I guess it was more like a pub, that one, pub / bar that we go to. It was like, normally that would be fine, but the specific area that we were in also on those nights would have a video game club from another university. There's another university nearby, and their video game club would go there to do their thing, and it was always super loud. And I was just like, okay, well, I guess I'll suffer with this. So I would have to sort of struggle throughout that. So it's just like, it's so loud, I can barely make out what people are saying. I'm just gonna hope that I'm guessing what they're saying correctly, basically. I remember having some issues there, and I was just like, I never brought it up. I guess I didn't ever bring it up. It's like, I don't think I realized this was a thing I was struggling with at the time. So it was like, oh yeah, it's just too loud for me to hear you. You know, like it's just too loud here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't put the head pats on because I'm not in VTube Studio at the moment. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the transparent GIF of this. Let's see. Is there... Where can I find this? I'll try and grab something. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Can I find a plain GIF? Ooh, that's good. Wait. I might have found it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I might have found this. Give me a second. Let me try and pop this in. Normally I just do this within YouTube Studio, but... Let's see. What'll show up here? Or what needs to be an image? I don't know. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. I'll figure this out. Wait. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. It'll be here somewhere. Maybe. Where did I actually put it? Sorry, excuse me. Where did I put it? Where is it? This is a bit easier. Where did I save that? Where did it go? Where are you? Oh, you're in like completely the wrong place. That explains it. Hold on. It's annoying. GIFs are weird. Should be a way to put this in though. Let me figure this out. There you are. There it is. I got it. I found a transparent GIF of it. There we go. I did it. That works. Gamer screaming. I mean, it wasn't... Well, I guess there was quite a bit of them yelling. But, like, the games themselves were really loud, so it was really difficult to concentrate on, the game we were playing. But, you know, you kind of... When you're playing D&D, you kind of need to know what the fuck the DM is saying. So it was a bit of a struggle. I wasn't really a fan, but it was like, I don't know. I didn't realize that I was having an issue with it at the time. I was just kind of like, okay, this is fine. I mean, I got through it, but it was a bit frustrating. I've only started like noticing in the past couple of years, actually. I guess because most of the time I wasn't really put into situations with these kind of issues a lot, where it was noticeable. Like, the most I really... You don't really notice the, forgetting what people tell you immediately after thing very much, you know? Like, you don't usually pay attention to it. Unless it's like... Unless you're doing it really often, like, why am I having such an issue with this? And as a kid, you're not in that many situations where you're in a super loud place. That's like to the point where that happens. Like, you don't. I didn't go to a lot of concerts because I don't like loud music in general. Even if I do like a musician, I probably wouldn't go to a live concert in person just because I really don't like loud music. Yeah. I don't like loud music in general, even without all the issues. Yeah, maybe telling the people of your problem might help, because I don't think people would just, like, I don't know, say bad stuff to you about it. I'm sure there are, but at least you can turn them down with I don't know if you got cut off there or what. Yeah, I mean, it's more if I've only realized it recently that I'm like, maybe I should get that checked. Like, it's only been in the last few months I've sort of noticed it in the first place. The dog is crying outside my room. Probably because he can't get in. Like, I told my mom, because, like, so I just found out that this thing that we both know for a fact that I have, has a tendency to cause this other thing that I've suspected I might have. My mom was like, have you considered that maybe that's normal? And I was just sitting there. I didn't say anything. But I was kind of just thinking whether you can trim them down with it. I sent the message and I haven't finished that. Yeah, pass. Yeah. But, I was kind of just thinking to myself, Mother, the last time you said something was normal, it turned out that my knee was deformed from birth, and that my leg bent backwards, and as a result I learned to walk weirdly, and it was causing my entire hamstring to tighten up. You're not exactly the medical guidance that I'm looking for. You know, if I'm a little concerned about it, I'm gonna, like, look into it, okay? You know? Like, especially considering now it's like, I'm actually more likely to have this issue because of this other thing that I definitely know for a fact that I have, and I wasn't aware that there was problems that it was associated with. And independently of knowing that, I already thought that there was a possibility of me having this. Maybe don't butt in when I know better than you. You know, like, I was thinking that the whole time, like, okay, whatever you say. It was kind of like, Mom. Like, that was just me internally. Externally, it was kind of just like, but there is a high chance that I do have this thing, Mom. Like, it would be better for me to get checked and to find out, you know, like, maybe I don't have it. If I get checked for it, you know, like, okay, big whoop, so I don't have this thing. Cool, good to know. Like, it's not like it's gonna be, like, a whole massive thing. It'll just be like a, oh, you do have that. Now you can, like, actually work with it, but now that you know. You know? So, a little bit irritating. It's like, well, I'm an adult. If I feel the need to get something checked, I will. I can do that. You don't have a say in it. You know, I was a little bit... I won't ever stop holding the knee thing against my mom. It's just so many things where it's like, she'll be like, maybe it's normal. I'm just like, Mom, you're not a doctor, Mom. And the last time you tried to convince me something was completely normal, ended up being the direct cause of the pain I was having at the time. You know? So just fun things like that. Yeah, I am planning on, maybe not at the moment, because at the moment I have other issues that are kind of more prominent. But maybe in a little while, at some point I'll see about trying to get like an actual test. I'll see about actually getting tested for auditory processing disorder. Just in the off chance. Like, knowing that it is actually a lot more likely does kind of make me like, huh, maybe I should be taking that more seriously instead of just being like, yeah, you know? Because I wasn't really like, because again, like I have some suspicions, and I have had for a while now. Because I did start to say, wait, what? What was like? Oh yeah, my legs bend backwards. My knees bend backwards more than is normal. It's fine. They're not too big an issue. It's just kind of at the time it was causing issues because I didn't know about it. So basically, I have a mild, I guess it's technically a deformity, I guess. Not like an externally noticeable one, but my leg is flexible further than what is normal. So it goes backwards a bit by like, I don't know, like 5 degrees or something. It's very slight. But it does become a bit noticeable if you're paying attention to it. Maybe trying to calm you down by telling you it's normal. I mean, I wasn't panicking though, like, but with the knee thing, it was like, I noticed it a little while before I started having knee problems. Because basically, I think it's the hamstrings. Like the tendons on the back were tightening up because I walk naturally with bent knees, so they weren't stretching enough. They weren't getting stretched out enough, so they were tightening and causing pain in my knee. And I noticed, like, my legs, I had known for like a little while, like, hey, my legs kind of look like they bend backwards a bit more than most people's. And so I kind of forgot about it, you know? I forgot about it for a while after I found that out. And then, like, I started getting the knee pain. And then a few months after I started getting the knee pain, I remembered about it. I was like, wait, maybe that's, like, related. And so I told my mom, like, hey, like, I think my legs bend backwards. Like, do you want to look at this? Like, I swear to God, these bend backwards more than it's normal, right? And she was like, no. Like, that's normal. I'm like, it's normal. I wasn't even panicking about it. I was just like, hey, I've been having this knee pain for a few months now. And I've just remembered about the fact that it looks like, to me, compared to other people, that my legs are bending backwards. Maybe it's related. And my mom was like, no. That's normal. Like, your legs are supposed to bend back like that. I was like, I don't think they are, but like, okay. So I eventually got referred to a physiotherapist to try and figure out what was wrong. And lo and fucking behold, the exact thing that I had, like, been like, hey, maybe this is causing that. Maybe this is related, and that my mom told me was normal. That was the exact issue. I mean, albeit I didn't know about, like, the leg bend, the tendons and stuff, like, tightening. I didn't know that part. But, like, it was directly related to the fact that my legs bend backwards. So I've been holding that over my mom for a while, just whenever she's insistent that something is wrong, I'm like, I don't trust you on that one, considering. Like, when I brought it up to her, I was like, hey, like, I just found out that this is a thing. And now I'm like, with the whole auditory processing thing. Because, like, without having brought it up to her, I have been, like, considering, like, do I have this thing? Like, legitimately? And then, like, finding out that, another thing that I have actively has a tendency to cause higher instances of that. I was like, oh, wait, I have that thing, which can cause this thing. Maybe I actually should consider the possibility, you know? And so, like, I just told her, like, hey, like, I might decide to go get that checked, because I'm not super worried about it, because it's like, well, at any rate, like, if I do have it, I've lived with it my entire life, you know? Like, it's just gonna be like, okay, now I actively know that I have that thing. Like, it's that sort of thing. Like, I can't really, it's not like I can, if I do have auditory processing disorder, I can't cure it, you know? But this will just be like, okay, now I know I have this thing, and I can make adjustments that I need for it. You know? Like, if I need to do that. I just, like, forgot what I was saying entirely. If I don't have it, then I mean, fucking brilliant, like, great. I'm just paranoid. But it's like, it lines up a little too well for me to comfortably be like, no, I don't have that. Like, definitely. There's no way I could possibly have that. Like, there's a bit too much there for me to just write it off like it's nothing, when I should probably, like, just at least maybe bring it up somewhere and be like, hey, can I maybe get this tested just so I know? Just so that I know. So that I don't feel as god-awful about this issue that I've been noticing myself having. You know? You know, if, like, I need help for, like, certain things, then, you know, that'll be great. You know, like, if I can actually be like, hey, I have this specific thing, please excuse me. You know? But it's just sort of like the comfort of knowing, you know? Like, there's all sorts of things where I'm like, like, it is possible I have that, but, like, doesn't matter, you know? Is it? Funny story though, it is a funny story. It wasn't at the time, it was not a funny story at the time, because I was in pain quite a lot. You know, I still get, like, the knee pain sometimes, because sometimes my legs do start tightening up again. But it's like, well, I know exactly what it is now. The mom normal bended leg. I mean, yeah. I hold it over her sometimes. I'm just like, whatever you say. Like, you can say that you think it's normal all you want, but, like, you're not a doctor. And considering that, like, I'm not gonna trust you on this. Like, suggesting, like, hey, maybe, like, this thing you're noticing is actually that thing, that's one thing. But saying it's outright normal, especially when I haven't, like, told you everything, like, so with, hearing, like, she has no fucking way of knowing, like, she doesn't know? She has no way of knowing? Like, she knows I can hear, but, like, when it comes to processing stuff, she has no way of knowing that, you know? Like, she's not... It's not like I've ever had my hearing tested. By the way, your character looks really charming in your animation. Oh, thank you. It's not actually my character, though. This is, I guess a friend of mine, an acquaintance, a mutual. His name is... Not the character, the friend's name is Rapunuki on Instagram. This is his character. It's for Art Fight that I'm doing this, which is like a big old art trade. It's not my character. But thank you. Either way, oh wait, should bend these fingers more. Grab that. Readjust it. There we go. It's nice talking while doing this stuff, because my brain kind of shuts the fuck off when I'm animating stuff. Especially when I'm cleaning stuff up. Like, my brain is, like, I'm not thinking about what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just like, yeah. So a lady killer or boy killer? I don't know how it is. The point is that it looks hot as hell. I think he is supposed to be flirty, from what I've read on his bio. Let me see. Yeah, like he has a flirty, attention-seeking personality, apparently, according to his bio. And he is a vampire, so you know. I don't know too much about the character. So I've never actually talked to Lance about his character, so I don't know much other than what I've seen from his posts and art and from the bio itself. Aside from that, I don't really know. I'm glad the vibe that I'm trying to get across is coming across correctly. I'm very glad that I've managed to get that character acting across. I'm not too experienced in animation yet, so it's good that I've managed that. Getting the right vibe is a good thing. What time is it? Oh my god, it's midnight. Midnight. Okay, Jesus. That's way later than I thought it was. My phone just died. That's cool. Even though it's on the charger. Excuse you. Am I staying on? Okay. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. I'll put on a charger in a bit. Or another charger that I know actually works in a bit anyway. Oh, sorry, it's just the eyes like similar to yours. Well, I mean, it is because I am drawing it in my own art style, you know. So that's fair. The actual... I haven't really been showing the ref much just because it's off in that corner. So a lot of the time when I'm lighting this, it doesn't show up much. But you can see the difference in art style when you see the ref. Yeah, like I am drawing the eyes how I would draw the eyes in my own art normally. Just because, I don't know, that's how I'm comfortable drawing. But don't worry too much about it, it's fine. Yeah. Get the right finger. But, most of my characters are a bit more animation friendly. This character isn't exactly optimized for animation, I guess. I mean, my characters are still kind of animation unfriendly, but like more on a, oh, they're complicated, but like you can animate them like with a bit more time, you know. That's how most of my own characters go. Most of the time, anyway. I can't animate for myself for shit, but when it comes to other characters, here we fucking go. Here we go. I'll just be like, alright, let me just do this shit. A little bit. Like that, yeah. I might finish up after I finish this frame, actually. Finish up the stream, since it is getting quite late. And I'm mostly just going because I did start late, so just spend a bit more time. I mean, I've gotten like a pretty decent amount of progress done. I might continue streaming this tomorrow. It depends how much I get done between then and now. F-phone, F for phone. Phone, but spelled with an F. Especially charging. Excuse me. Hello, please. Hold on, I'm gonna put this on the good charger real quick. It's just on the other side of the room. It's fine. It's just kind of difficult to get to. Sometimes my phone just does not like other chargers. Just for no reason. Oh, come on. Gah. Gah. Golly. I don't know. That's wonderful. My cough is starting to act up. That's great. It is getting to the end of the day. Or, well, it's past the end of the day. But, you know, it's getting late. My cough usually gets worse when it's late. Which is kind of annoying when I like to stream late. It's not ideal. But that's just how it is sometimes. I end up having a chronic condition that causes me to cough. It's fucking brilliant, huh? Hopefully it's not too annoying because I can't really do much about it. I'm already doing everything I can about it, which is not that much, admittedly. There's not much I can do, unfortunately. I could never be an ASMR streamer, basically. I could never do ASMR for multiple reasons, but mainly that. It would be probably like the worst ASMR. So just be me like trying to whisper and then just interrupting it with a really loud cough directly into your ear. Although I guess I could maybe fit a niche with that, huh? Like, I give you the plague, ASMR. ASMR, I give you COVID. I couldn't do serious ASMR though. Just on that, but you know. ASMR. I have bronchitis. And you're taking care of me. Don't fucking know. Something about that is kind of funny to imagine, but just the actual worst ASMR. Why does one draw fingers again? Not like that. Yeah, imagine me doing like the world's worst fucking ASMR stream. God. I'm not really a fan of ASMR though. It makes me kind of uncomfortable. No disrespect to people who do ASMR or anything. I just can't. I'm not personally a fan of it. I can't really watch ASMR content at all. Or, well, I don't know, I just don't enjoy it much. It's not my thing, personally. Oh yeah, I was thinking of Spanish words and on the topic of first person, I was thinking of make you learn how to say that in Spanish. Oh, that's a dangerous game. That's a dangerous one. I mean, if you want to, sure. I might be able to remember some of that. Because it's probably like kind of similar to Italian stuff. So, same root word for like love and stuff, you know. Amo. Amore. Amore. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Let's finish up here. What's looking so far? I probably shouldn't start another frame. Oh, you're right there. Hello. Ada. Hello, hello. I was just about to finish up. You got here just in time. Taking forever to save. I really hope it doesn't crash, actually. I don't want to lose all that work. Esa heco el galán. Gosishi de is being flirtatious. Ah. I don't have to actually say that. I'm not sure. I'll look into that later so I can get the pronunciation right. Esa heco el galán. Galán? I don't know. I don't have a good Spanish accent. Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. It finally saved. How's this looking? Take a sip sip? Okay. Cough ASMR. I kind of want to finish that breakdown, or fix that breakdown there. The eye is kind of wonky. It will be original though. I mean, I'm sure someone has done something like that. I mean, I've seen like Plague ASMR before, but I don't know if someone has specifically done coughing ASMR. I mean, there's some weird ASMR content out there, but I wouldn't be able to like watch it back because I just cannot do ASMR. I just can't. I don't know. I can't enjoy it at all. It just makes me feel, not feel, but it just makes me uncomfortable. So it would make for like a good parody or something. Well, considering there's no, considering I haven't finished all the frames yet, I mean, that's pretty okay looking so far. not the smoothest, but it works. Well, I mean, it won't be smooth until I have all the in-betweens and stuff. Which is a lot of in-betweens. This might take a while. I didn't work on it too much today. I was too tired for most of today. I haven't gotten too much done. I'm gonna try and get more done tomorrow. I might work on another art fight piece at like the same time, so I'm not like stagnating. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up with this. I don't want to start another frame.